AITA for refusing to tell my son's grandparents which of my children is their grandson. I know this sounds absolutely insane, so bear with me. I, 38F, have an unusual domestic situation. My best friend for my entire life has been Adam, 38M. We've known each other since we were babies. Adam is gay. I was the first person he came out to, and he was my roommate for a long time after his parents found out and things got ugly. He married his husband John, 39M, who was also a close college friend of ours. So we've all been tight for a long time. I've decided that I'm not the marrying type, but I did want to have children, and Adam and John also wanted a family. So we decided to kill two birds with one stone. We have two sons, 6, 8, both of which are biologically mine, and Adam and John are each the bio-father of one of the boys. It's worked out way better than we could ever have hoped. This year we decided to go in together on a bigger house and live together. The boys are getting to the age that they could do with their own rooms, and all us adults have been roommates before, so we know we live well together. Plus it would simplify things a lot. The boys love us all being in the same house, and it's a good arrangement for everyone. Adam has been talking to his parents for the last couple of years, and they are trying to repair the relationship. He has been feeling positive about it. He asked, and we all agreed that they could come visit the Saturday after Thanksgiving and meet the boys. Adam had already explained the living situation, because we always thought of the kids as all of ours, and the kids call us all their parents. It didn't really occur to me that the bio-parentage would be an issue for Adam's parents. Things were okay and everyone was behaving until we put the kids to bed. I went to my room to give the others some space to talk. I heard Adam raise his voice a little, but decided not to get involved. Not long after, his mom knocked on my door and asked to talk. It boiled down to she and her husband wanted to know which of the boys was their grandson. They both favor me right now more than Adam and John, so it's not obvious. I had a suspicion that something was up, so I told her that she needed to talk to Adam and John about it. They refused to answer the question because both boys are their children. So she wanted me to. It turned into a really uncomfortable situation. Adam and his dad aren't speaking, and I've gotten some messages from his mom trying to backtrack but also press for info at the same time. A friend of mine said that while it was smart to not disclose without consulting Adam and John, we're delving into territory by refusing to explain the bio relationships involved, and it's not wrong for the grandparents to want to know, especially since John's parents know. They only know because they were very involved with helping us with the pregnancies and when the boys were tiny, since my parents are passed on. However, AITA? NTA. Both boys are their son's children, so both boys are their grandchildren. Do not let the grandparents be alone with either boy. They seem like the type to do a quick swab DNA test, and please, with your unusual arrangement, which sounds great, make sure all of your legal ducks are in order in case one or more of you dies, or if Adam and John divorce. NTA. IMHO. It was rude of them to ask. As a parent of an adopted son, anyone who dares to try and make a distinction between my two children will not be welcome in my home. Family or not, if they had been supportive and involved prior to the birth, as the other GP were, they would know as well. Welcome to the consequences. NTA. This is a clear-cut attempt to establish which kid it's okay to abuse. Let them know that until they are ready to accept both, which includes never knowing, because they have demonstrated that they cannot be trusted with this information, they will not be seeing either grandchild, because neither one is safe around them. Just tell them that both sets of sperm were mixed together for insemination, so none of you know. NTA both boys are the grandkids. That friend of yours is not your friend, and I would not be surprised if his parents abruptly stop asking, demanding, and start to favor one kid. They aren't their kids, those are your children and your friends' kids. All three of you are the parents, and the overstepping stops now or they get revoked from your lives. Absolutely NTA. They have 2 grandsons. If they're not able to handle this, that's their problem. NTA, but be prepared for them to sneak a DNA test on you. NTA. Consider them like in-laws. They are Adam's problem, not yours. Unless they hurt your boys, then go lioness on them. They will no doubt favor the one child who is biologically related to them. This will hurt you kids' relationship. And beware of leaving them alone with them. One quick swab and Ancestry.com will tell them. NTA at all. If they can't recognize that both children are their grandkids, then Adam should go no contact with them. Although obviously that's up to Adam. The favoritism could potentially be very damaging for the kids. NTA. Both boys are their grandchildren, and if they think anything else, I would have nothing to do with them. How hard is it to love a child? If Adam's parents had not been assholes when he came out, my opinion might be different. They chose ignorance and anger. Tough cheese. NTA. You'd tell them, I think, if you didn't have good reason to think that they would handle the information responsibly. It's pretty clear they want to know only so that they can treat the boys differently. Must say this sounds like a really nice way to live. NTA. Step-grandma here. Step-grandma to 2 boys who technically are nothing to me. I don't even get on well with their mum. My stepdaughter. My heart doesn't care. They're my grandsons. End of. If Adam's parents can't look at the children and then love them as much as if it was straightforward, they've got a problem. NTA. Adam's parents have been despicable bigots for a long time. This is the outcome of their terrible choice. They deserve nothing. There is a book. I can't recall its name. It is a story about a king who planted his infant newborn son in a village but refused to tell the villagers which baby was the prince. The villagers, fearing that the king one day may come and find his child unhappy and treated poorly, made it a mission to treat all children like they had been the infant prince. As a result, the villager children all grew up happy, healthy, and cherished equally. This woman needs to read it. Protect your boys. There can't be a good reason that they are pushing so hard. It sounds like your family needs to set some boundaries with Adam's parents. NTA. This wasn't your information to share. I remember reading about a mom who had bio and adopted children. When someone asked which was which, she just replied, I can't remember. NTA. Your friends who are comparing the right of the grandparents to know John's versus Adam's are ignoring the fact that Adam's parents kicked him out because he was gay. There is nothing equal about the role Adam's parents have played in your lives compared to John's parents. They have no right to anything in Adam's life that he does not choose to give them, which absolutely includes information about his children's biological parentage. Adam's parents can kick rocks. Honestly. Block them. NTA. Both kids are all 3 of yours, so it shouldn't matter. They chose not to be around during the time the boys were born, and they don't need to know. Also, co-parenting for the win. NTA. I suspect they will be treating the children unequally when they find out. They are both their children right now, so let it remain that way. NTA. Both kids belong to all of you. It's easy. They can either have 2 grandsons or no grandsons. They either accept their son and how he chooses to live his life, or they don't. The end.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic AITA is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.